All right, welcome to my FX Buddies, the podcast. And I believe this is episode 120. So today is Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. And um, what else? Okay, so this is old. I tried to do this yesterday and it didn't work. So I'm going to do it today. This is covering news from the 13th and the 14th, and one article from today that is nice. Yeah. All right. So, but before I do all of that, thank you for listening. There's many places you can find my FX Buddies. Just do an internet search for my FX Buddies, and whatever podcasts or place will come up. But Spotify.com, I know I'm on there, and there's audio and I thought that truck just left. There's audio and video. I had to wait for these people. They were working, and I thought they left. Oh well. Anyway, okay. So, Apple Podcasts were there. Just, anywhere. And wherever you find yourself enjoying this content, if there is a more info, description, intro, word like that, click on that and another box will open and it'll have a link to the blog. You might want to go to this blog today. All right. So all right. So the title of this blog is Trade Bank of Iraq announces the imminent opening of a cash deposit center in Karkh. I don't know how to say that, and I don't feel comfortable saying Karkh. So whatever, somewhere. But anyway, I'm excited about this. Some people are saying, oh, it's nothing. Don't be excited about it. But I am, because it tells me two things of which I will share with you. All right. So I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to read the second one. Trade Bank of Iraq announces the imminent opening of a cash deposit center in that place. Oh my gosh. I apologize. There's noise outside, but there's construction and all kinds of stuff going on. So either there's noise in the house or out of the house, so I have to record when I can, right? So please just bear with it. All right. The Trade Bank of Iraq announced yesterday, Monday, the imminent opening of the cash deposit center in that place there. The bank's media advisor, or whatever their name is, said in a statement followed by the news, based on the directives of, the other news thing says the respected Prime Minister, Al-Sudani, to provide the best services to citizens, the Trade Bank of Iraq announces the imminent opening of the cash deposit center. Okay, there's more, but guess what? I was so excited about this. I did a video on it, just a short video. You can click that and watch it. Here's the biggest thing. More details will be published when the official date of the depository center is announced. Official opening date. So that right there tells me they may already have this open. In Iraq, over the years, what I've noticed is they have levels of officiality, if that's a real word. Something is official, and then it's officially official, and then it's officially official. And I'll give you an example. There's laws. They pass laws, and when a law is officially passed, it's official, right? Then it's set and ready to go to the department that does the Gazette. So then it's officially official. But then when it's actually printed in the Gazette, it's now officially official. So, but meanwhile, sometimes, and they'll say, this law has been active since it was approved. So all the while we were waiting for it to be officially official, it was still enacted. So by them saying we'll publish the official opening date, tells me this could already be open, but not officially, right? Okay. So also it tells me there's enough people just depositing money, enough citizens just depositing money that they want to have kind of like an express lane, right? Okay, other people are doing other things at the bank in these. So here, you citizens that just want to deposit, here you go. Here's your express lane. So I like that. I think it's a good thing. I think it's forward progress. And yeah, I was really excited about it. Okay, now this came out today. Launching of the activities of the International Scientific Conference under the slogan Development and Financial and Economic Stability to Restore Confidence in the Dinar. And of course, it means Iraqi dinar, right? Because it's in Mosul. Okay, so it's here they are. Look at it's all different people too. You have, for those of you not looking, you have people, businessmen, and then you have people in tribal wear. I don't know what you call it. And then this guy looks like he may be military gear. So the activities of the International Scientific Conference were launched at the University of Mosul under the slogan Development and Financial and Economic Stability to Restore Confidence in the Dinar. So Mosul was one of the last places to be reconstructed. They're probably not done either. They were devastated. They were flattened. But anyway, so now their universities are back up and they're having conferences and everything. And look, this, sorry. See how this we have implemented is bolded? I didn't do that. That's how the article printed. So I think that's interesting too. So it says for the first time as a local government, we have implemented major strategic projects such as the Mosul Airport project and other vital development projects. We are working to develop the health sector by establishing many projects, the most important of which is I don't know, I think this is IBN, and they have that a lot, but I don't know what it stands for. So a hospital project with a capacity of 600 beds. We are proud of our solid universities, and we have an integrated plan that will be launched in the near future that includes all vital sectors and blah, blah, blah. We have promising investment opportunities in the areas of southern Mosul, whether in oil, energy, or sulfur sectors. And something happened recently. They were complaining about the smell of sulfur over the whole country, it seems like. But anyway, noting that the Development Road project, right, is one of the vital projects and will pass through the city of Mosul, in addition to the Ring Road, which is considered a vital and economic artery that revitalizes the city. So they're doing all these things, all these projects, and wanting to increase confidence in the dinar. So I'm sure there's much more detailed information that they didn't put in here, right? But I thought that was very neat. All right, so let's see. This implementation. Now, I don't know how this man could even get up there and say this, but it's Mohammed Saleh, of course, right? Prime Minister's advisor. Implementation of the 2024 budget is proceeding smoothly. I don't believe that. We're still waiting on the tables. And they did put out another gazette. So now they're at 49, 47.97. I don't know, whatever. They're moving on. They've published another gazette, and it has nothing to do with the budget tables for 2024, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting for that edition to be posted in the gazette. So this is, I mean, he says all the good things he's supposed to say, right? And they did another bond issuance. And also today it's like they're pleading for people to come in and collect their interest on one of the other bond offerings has interest that's available to be collected, and they have all these ads in the on the websites. I wonder if they're running it on TV too, where they're saying, come on, did you have money from the bond issuance? Come into the branch and get your money, right? So I thought that was interesting because you wouldn't have to tell me twice, you know. If I knew some interest was coming my way, I'd be there waiting for the door to open, right? But that's me. All right, let's see. Here they had a lot of there was a lot of meetings recently about digitalization, getting the banks more that was about to be bad grammar, even further updated. There was even let me see, even an article about them speeding up the shoot. It might be here, it might not. Oh, here it is. Iraq accelerates fiber optic rollout. And it's just this tiny little article, but see, they know they have to hurry up. They have to get good, stable internet. If they want people to pay digitally all the time, they need a stable internet, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, that shouldn't be there. But U.S. officials, Ice Cream Land has set a date for kablooing Tehran, and they have a list of targets. So this is already old. There's a lot going on. Let's see. I may have the articles, I may not. So I'll just give you a summary of what's going on with that. No, you know what? I do. I do. All right. Let's see. Look at this. They were very excited about this. In pictures, issuance of the first national card outside Iraq. So this isn't a payment card. Um, this isn't a payment card. This is it's their national ID card. It has their iris scan, their thumb, maybe all their fingerprints. It might have all their fingerprints, but definitely the thumb. It's their ID basically, right? And that's what they're gonna want for everyone in the world one day is actually they're not. They're gonna want to chip you, so you won't need a card. But anyway, so yeah, so they're all excited. It was on TV. This happened in London at the Iraqi embassy in London. So great. And there's the card and there's pictures. So if you want to see that. Okay. Let's see. Iraq is making exceptional efforts to prevent the specter of a major war from looming over the region and the world. There was something in here. Oh, okay. See this word right here? I'm not going to say the word. What I'm going to say is peace fighters. Okay? So, they are peace fighters. They're in Lebanon, and it's an act of war if you bomb them. That's, wherever that's established, it's agreed. So over the weekend, Netanyahu gave a request in 3 different languages to the UN to please move them. They've been there since the 1970s. So my whole life, they've been there. And he wants them to move them so he can continue, dropping aggressive conflict maneuvers, right? So he made the request. They said no, we're not moving them. They're gonna stay. So I bet you he's probably gonna move forward anyway, but we'll see. So I thought that was interesting. So you probably could read about that, but I don't know. Maybe not, because there's some things they don't put in the news, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're at 15 minutes. Here, they're worried about oil prices, and they're getting volatile, and also because China doesn't have the demand they usually have, so that's wreaking havoc on oil prices as well, among other things. All right, this was big news, although I don't really see why, because it's not like they haven't met with Germany. So the CBI receives the ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to Iraq. But remember, they have several things already in the works. That GIZ thing, that GIZ, whatever that is. So I see this as more of like a follow-up meeting. But if you want to read that, you can. That was on the CBI website. And they had articles in the regular news too. Okay, this is interesting, and I don't like it. But so these people are called Global Finance, and they interviewed Aqil, and it seems old that the way they talk about Iraq, they're not acknowledging um they're not acknowledging like the updated modernity, all the things that they've done, all the digitization, um, the electronic payment systems. They don't seem to be recognizing that. And all of the reconstruction they're doing. So, but I did highlight this one response. So if you want to go, that's why I was like, you may want to go to the blog and read this. But here, what are the main challenges facing the central bank? And then he gives an answer. That is the best part of it. And the rest, I really didn't like that. All right, let's see. So here's more talk about customs and taxes, which they will need to get it together when they change the rate and get everything all connected. They will need to have did I say tariffs? Customs and taxes all straightened out and working, which again will require what? 24-hour electricity, 24-hour internet, right? Here, government committee approves strategic plan for digital transformation in Iraq. And this was another, they had this meeting on TV too. So they definitely want the citizens to know they're having these meetings. Here's a 2020. What was he talking about? Hosting the Minister of Finance and addressing appointments. So the Minister of Finance came before the Parliamentary Finance Committee and they inquired of her some issues. All right. Here's another article about the 3-year budget aims to facilitate contracting and financing. So see, lots of boring stuff. Just meetings upon meetings like they always do. But that means they're moving forward. This was a pretty big article that they ran as well. Parliamentary finance, non-oil budget revenues will reach 30 trillion dinars next year. And I may have covered that because someone was saying, how do they know if there's no rate? How do they know how many trillions of dinars the non-oil revenue will bring in? But all right, I think we're almost done. Oh, here, the 44 branches. There's now 44 branches of the Ramadan Bank that have implemented the comprehensive banking system. And I'm not sure why we only get a report of Ramadan Bank. You think they would be putting this system in all the banks, but they only talk about Ramadan. Here, the Iranian foreign minister, he met. So this named the undeclared For some reason, that's how his name is translating to English. That happens sometimes, maybe because he's new and it's Farsi. Iran speaks Farsi or another dialect also. And maybe the AI bots just haven't figured out how to translate his name correctly. All right, so he came, and if you want to read about what they talked about, you can. As a matter of fact, he might still be there. I'm not sure. But anyway, so they were really excited about this, laying the foundation stone for the largest skyscraper in Baghdad. Yeah, and you can read about that. It's a qualitative urban design complex. It's smart. It's going to be smart lighting, sustainable air conditioning. It's full of all the luxury. That's the life. What? No, what does it say? Other requirements for a luxurious life for the citizen. So see, they're moving on. They are just moving right along. Okay, so here, this happened. Um, this happened on the 13th, I believe. All of a sudden, out of the blue, Ice Cream Land stops aggressive, what did I say? Aggressive conflict maneuvers. If you're looking at the screen, you know what word is there. Against Beirut at Biden's request. Okay, so supposedly for 3 days, there was nothing dropped from Ice Cream Land on Beirut. All right, so something is going on because all of a sudden there is a turn. I'm not gonna post too many articles, but I'll just give you a little summary. Plus, okay, so it is a fact according to the articles, right? According to the articles, this is not my conjecture. That did happen. So Iran, excuse me, Ice Cream Land does have meetings, and they are saying that it's in coordination with Biden. Cooperation, coordination, whatever word you want to put there. And they are deciding when. There's one article that says there's a date on when they're going to do it, but they're not going to share the date. And then yesterday, I believe, or maybe this morning, they came out and said, okay, it's not going to be a nuclear site or an oil site. We're going to hit a military site. All right. Oh, hold on. Okay, this guy here. Oh, okay. Well, you saw what was happening if I put the mouse there. His name is Naeem Qasim. That's how I say it. He is speaking for Bala with has in front of it. They haven't given him they didn't say that he's taken Nasrallah's place, but he's the one that comes on TV and gives speeches. And he's like, we have a mission that we're going to complete because of what you've done to us. We have a mission and we're going to complete it. So I really don't want to get too involved. Like, I didn't want to memorize the guy's name, but he was on, they showed TV. They showed his speech on Iraq's TV, and then they were discussing it. And Tish, you don't speak Arabic. How do you know? Well, it's clearly he's giving a speech there, right? And then the speech ended. And then there's a panel. So then they go to like a Zoom setup, and there's a panel, and then they show him speaking, and then the panel talks. So, right. So they're discussing his speech. So what I would like to happen is Israel, I didn't mean to say that, but I just did. They do whatever they're going to do, and it doesn't cause loss of life. And then Tehran says, okay, we're good for now. Right? That's what I would like to happen. However, that guy, Qasim, he wants to avenge Nasrallah and Ismail Naima. Remember that guy? No one even remembers him because he was the first person they took out, first major person. But anyway, so it's really not over, or is it, right? I mean, some people say we shouldn't be involved in any of that anyway because it's all between them. So I don't know, but it's now because my timeline is January. I don't consider this a holdup, but there's those out there who are expecting this to happen, this weekend, tomorrow, and for them, this is a holdup. And it seems that Biden and Bibi, that's what I'm calling them because they seem to be best friends now. They like terrorizing the whole world by slowly they're dragging this out. So I don't know. There's definitely something going on with that drastic change, in my opinion, where because Bibi went from not listening to anyone to seemingly listening to Biden. Oh, and one other thing, the United States brought over another missile defense system, THAAD, I think, THADD. And guess who are the only people qualified to work it? Yes, American soldiers. So we do. I mean, if we didn't already have American soldiers in Ice Cream Land, they will arrive with the defense missile system. So there you go on that. All right, so that's it. That's everything for today. Well, actually, like I said, this news is from the 13th and the 14th. And also, there wasn't very much news today because yesterday, Sudani told everyone they could quit work at 1 p.m. and go home and watch the Iraqi soccer team was playing Korea. So, yeah, I'm sure banks, the major services were still open, but he did give that permission that people could leave work at 1 and go home and support them by watching the game. So, yeah. So probably, I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll post, maybe I won't. And that is why I always say, wherever you are enjoying this content, if there's a join, follow, subscribe, whatever type of button like that, do whatever it takes to activate it. So when I do update, you'll be notified, right? That if everything works like it's supposed to. Um, and let's see. Someone said, you posted in the morning. You usually post at night. Yeah, I have a topsy-turvy life. So I don't really get to do anything too much on a regiment, So, but it's okay. Makes life interesting, right? All right. So accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any meals and pay all your bills. Stay safe. I don't know. We got some craziness going on over here, right? But yeah. So thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your morning, night, noon, whatever time frame you're listening to this content. And until next time.